This +1 to teleport stat on the Enigma is not the essence of runewords, and anyone who tells you otherwise is wrong. To explain why, we need to go back to the basics of what runewords are. And to put it as simply as possible, runewords from Diablo 2 are basically unique items but with extra steps. If you take a look at these three runes right here, we have the Jaw rune, which increases maximum life. And then we have the Is rune, which increases magic find. And then we have the Burr rune, which reduces physical damage taken. And what happens when you combine all three of these is that the armor just gets these three stats. However, if you use these three runes instead, Jaw, Ith, Bear, you get the benefit of the three runes plus all of this extra stuff, including +1 to teleport. The extra stats that you get from knowing the secret code that you otherwise normally wouldn't get is the essence of runewords. And these extra stats that you get from making certain combinations is what's missing from Diablo 4 runewords. Now, I'm not saying that Diablo 4 needs to copy Diablo 2 runewords. Having runewords compete with unique items is a massive mistake and is one of the main criticisms of runewords from Diablo 2. When these ultra powerful runewords were introduced in patch 1.10 for Diablo 2, it invalidated pretty much the majority of unique items in the game. And that is the most unfortunate thing about Diablo 2. Unique items had flavor. The grandfather in Diablo 2. The idea that there's a weapon that's so old, that's super powerful and has been around forever is a cool idea. And the fact that it's indestructible plays into that story. Unfortunately, this weapon has been replaced by a runeword called Breath of the Dying. And the coolest thing about it is that it uses a Zod rune, which is really rare. How boring. Another set of uniques that were invalidated by runewords were offhands like the Homunculus, a unique item that totally fits the aesthetic of the Necromancer, and it's been replaced by the runeword called Spirit, which the coolest thing about Spirit is that it's kinda cheap to make and it's really strong. How boring. And that's not the biggest offender. Nearly every single unique armor has been replaced by Enigma. Look at these guides for all the other classes. Pally, Enigma. Necro, Enigma. Druid, Assassin, Barbarian, Enigma, Enigma, Enigma. How boring. Here's what we're working with Diablo 4 runewords as I saw it on the PTR. The decision to focus on using runes with existing items is a good decision. You're actively avoiding making the mistake of having runewords compete with existing gear. It allows me to keep my Tyrael's Might and my Shackle and make them even stronger. Excellent choice. The offering concept that you have here is compatible with the essence of runewords. Don't let anyone talk you out of this if you really want to keep it. And limiting items to 2 sockets is especially useful if you want to keep power creep in check. It's not a problem per se. Lore, Stealth, Leaf are all cool runewords to use while leveling. However, it does limit the number of combos available to you and therefore might limit the cool factor in my proposed solution. And the solution for runes and runewords in Diablo 4 is very simple. You just need to take a subset of the 300 or 400 combinations of runes that you have on the PTR. I'm talking like 10 or 20 combinations, and have them give extra effects. For example, these 2 runes together, they're really bad. But if this specific combo gave an additional effect, well, now they have the potential to not be so bad. You can have this combo give something like extra movement speed or something like that. Getting an additional effect, but only for this combination, is the essence of what makes a rune word actually cool, and you clearly have the foundation to make it happen. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for listening.